Hey everybody, it's Dave, Cooper, and Jennifer. Please let us know if you can hear us today. Good morning, Brian Iverson. Can you hear us today? We are definitely not in our office. So definitely let us know. And if it's too loud, let us know as well, because I see we have the signal up on the camera. All right, everybody, listen. Actually, the wrong words to say. It's Memorial Day in remembrance of veterans. I'm a veteran, so I just want to put it out there, and say to all my brothers and sisters that aren't with us today, and those that are, it's Memorial Day. Take a time to remember. I know we're barbecuing and drinking and probably still social distancing, but either way, this is not about a happy celebration. It's about being
grateful.
Grateful.
Thank memorializing all of the great people, the brave, the courageous, who fought so hard and gave up their everything to protect our freedom. We don't take that lightly.
Not at all.
We both come from families where, being in the service is valued and appreciated. And we're just so thankful that there are people out there that are so brave and so self-giving, selfless, right?
Absolutely.
And just protecting our freedom, everything that is important to us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Big shout out to Operation Finally Home. I really, Dan Walrath, Molly, Halliday, Rusty Wallace. I mean, all of them that build homes for wounded.
David Bellman.
Yeah, David Bellman. I did a video post with David Bellman this morning. Bellman Homes up in Wisconsin. I mean, this guy's amazing. I mean, I think he's 6-7 plus homes that his company has built for wounded soldiers and veterans. So, I mean, it is what it is, I mean, he's really just putting it out there and doing it. And, I had an opportunity to interview the country singer Craig Morgan once. And I said, how do you get involved, Craig? He just looks at me like, get involved.
Right.
And that's what we do. So today's going to be a little bit different. We are in Salvaged, Pittsburgh. So when I say inside Salvaged, Pittsburgh, we're literally inside. So in all honesty, we were looking for a place on where we could go live today. Just keep it short, keep it fun. I know it's a holiday, but we are inside. This is my brother's shop, and Brian is all about recycling and rekindling and what does he do?
Well, I mean,
where's he at? He should be commenting on here.
I know.
He's watching from somewhere.
Yeah.
Reclaim, repurpose, reuse.
Right. Where's Mark Willie? He would like this too.
Yeah.
But Brian got started, and love Brian. Number one, he is former Marine. So huge shout out.
We won't hold that against him, being that I was in the Army.
And the services that he provided for all of us. And we're celebrating with a little bit of Americana, right? This is all vintage Americana behind us. And like Dave was saying, it falls into that repurpose, reuse, recycle, upcycle. It's a lot of fun, and he's got a lot of great things down here. And like Dave said, we're in Pittsburgh. If you didn't know what PGH, for those of you like the Jersey girls out there,
Pound
like myself,
412 PGH.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some comments up here. So thankful to be an American. Love it, Brian. So are we. I mean, we're very patriotic, and obviously we got some flags. So this place is actually really cool, and that's why we wanted to come live to you from Salvaged Pittsburgh, because the reality of it is you're only seeing a small portion of this. Is several thousands of square feet in this space. We're going to do a live feed when my brother gets back from taking time off. He just had twins, which he dumped on my sister.
His wife
just had twins. But
God bless Nicole. And their older brother McCoy, who's 4 years old, got some one-on-one time with mom and dad this weekend. So that was awesome. They're
down in Deep Creek, Maryland, relaxing, but they're coming back. We're going to get together this afternoon, but we are going to go live here. If you're into reclaimed lumber, there's thousands and thousands of lineal feet, live edge. They make custom tables. Brian, he's like those barnyard builders. He's the guy that really does. He's out on site. He's taking down barns all the time. So if you're a builder, a remodeler, or any of that out there, you need to see what he's doing, because he has thousands and thousands of lineal feet of everything, old churches, you name it. So really cool space.
Amazing what they're doing with the reclaimed lumber. Talk about repurpose and upcycle. It's unbelievable, the beautiful artwork that they're creating, the tables, the wall decor, repurposing mantles, and all of this beautiful craftsmanship that we still love. It really is just amazingly done, and giving it a new home. So super exciting to be in here.
It is exciting. So we're going to add a live show. I just got to talk to my brother, and we're going to walk through here with the live view, like we live stream that modular set down in West Islip, New York, for the Good Samaritan Hospital. So we will walk through, so you'll be able to see everything in here and really check it out, because he's done an amazing job. So one of the things that we wanted to do, because it is Memorial Day, we weren't going to ask anybody to be on. We just wanted to take a few minutes to say thank you to everybody out there. All of our guests that we've had on this show this past, I mean, really since COVID, it really took off.
Weeks. I mean, this definitely, this is a moment of gratitude these last few weeks. You know, how grateful are we for all of our healthcare workers who are out there, all of the people in retail who are helping us get our supplies and really, you know, staying in business and, you know, risking their own families, right? They're going to and from work every day. You know, everybody that is on the front lines of protecting everybody here today. It's definitely a spirit of gratitude. So Dave and I wanted to take a moment and thank all of the amazing expert interviews
Mark Willie Thumbs
that we've had these last couple of weeks, because this has been a new journey for all of us. And what's so exciting about this time is everybody is connecting. There is this openness. You know, the world keeps getting smaller and smaller. And we were so honored as our very first guest for expert interviews was to have somebody from Poland.
We did.
On our first show.
We did. Evelina from DMD Modular. In fact, she was just on the cover or inside, I can't remember, of Fortune magazine, Polish edition. Forbes magazine, Poland edition, Polish edition. I don't know what the correct word. Don't tear me up for that one. I got it wrong. Yeah, Evelina was our first. That was right after World of Modular.
Right.
You know, down in Orlando. And we said, what are we going to do? We're not out interviewing people. This is what we love. This is what we like to do. We want to educate and bring content to everybody. So we said, hey, we're going to live stream 6 days a week. And here we are. We're still live streaming. I'd go 7 days a week if I didn't think, if I thought I could add one more thing
like the world needs more of Dave Cooper.
It's not me. We'll bring more people if they don't know. That's the idea. It's not about me.
It's been really great. So we were so honored to have Evelina on here. We've had folks like Steve Schrader from Humdinger.
We had,
you know, he was on for a product spotlight, and I'm telling you, it was super cool. All the phone calls that we got after that, just thanking us for showing everybody that product, because it's something not everyone sees.
For the product spotlight, right? And Brian Iverson with his product this past week. I mean, it's even hard to remember everybody when I start thinking about it.
I know that I learned a ton during that conversation, and it was fun. You know, oftentimes when you get into these product conversations, it's hard. Like, it gets technical and there's a lot of questions. There were so many great questions during that conversation, but it was fun. We saw everybody's personality. And let's face it, people want to do business with people they like, right?
They do.
So who doesn't want to do business with?
Especially when somebody's passionate. You know, my God. And all the guests we have on, like Tim Seams, Brian, you know, even Mark was on as an interview before we started our show together. I mean, we've done so much with Housing Innovation Alliance.
Which has been wonderful. The team there, Dennis Steigerwalt and Betsy Scott, really bringing just such great programming and conversations and innovation and actionable ideas to the forefront of not just things that we can do today, but also tomorrow. And one of my personal favorites, I have to be honest, was Craig Collin. He did an unbelievable keynote with the Housing Innovation Alliance during their staycation. So if you missed it, check it out, because that project at Lake Nona, oh my gosh, the repurposed container park that they did there.
I'm just still shocked. You can go to kindergarten there and then graduate from a PhD and not leave your neighborhood. Figure that one out. How cool is that? So, but definitely
a great conversation.
It was great. So we got a lot of comments coming. Listen, everyone, please tell us what you're doing today on Memorial Day. We would love to hear how you are honoring the fallen soldiers that have given all for what they do. And again, this is a time I always put out with Operation Finally Home. I'm going to say it a few times. They do so much. Bellman Homes, all of the builders and all of the suppliers that are part of that, building homes for wounded vets. I mean, these aren't just handicapped vets, but they're also PTSD. You know, I have friends from that era as well that are going through that, and there's still vets coming back today that need our help too. So it's just about as much as honoring them in the fallen as it is as those who serve next to them and have to deal with the aftermath of what happened. Yeah,
and we've met some of the veterans and their families that have been on the receiving end
great interviews with
of these homes, and their humility, their gratitude, you know, it's real emotion, and it's so amazing. Like the people in Operation Finally Home, this is what they do. It's just what they do. And these veterans, I mean, it's life-changing events that they're, you know, coming home from and receiving. So that's, you know, that's what is so great about our country You know,
it is.
we
It's
do
what makes
things
our
like
country
this.
great, because we honor our veterans when they come home. There's times when we didn't, but we do now.
Right.
For sure. Well, let's see who's commenting. I got to step up, so I'm sorry if I put my mug in your face there, everybody. So we know Brian Iverson has joined us. What's up, Brian? Hey, David Tulin. David helps me with video stuff all the time. Shout out to David Tulin. Great young man doing a lot of great things in life. Elizabeth Hunt, thank you for joining us, and you're welcome. I really appreciate you thanking me for our service. I love that. Thanks so much, Elizabeth. All right. Who else? Oh, David Cullen loves the background. Yeah, Salvaged Pittsburgh. You like the lights, man? We actually put some thought into where we were going to stand on this one.
Well, actually, we didn't have to put any thought into it, to be honest, because every vantage point is amazing. And there's one more thing, you know, after the next that is just really cool. And you know, if you have a thing for Americana, this is where you definitely need to come.
It really is. It really is. I might take that camera and just spin it and show people. I mean, it's only a part of it.
Yeah.
Let me do it.
Oh, goodness.
Here we go. Ready, everybody?
Gosh. Put your seatbelts on, because this can get a little dizzying.
Can they see back over there? Back over there is a ton of lumber across that board, you know, on the back wall. But this is only part of it. And I don't know if you can see this way. Is it dizzy?
Yeah,
I'm trying to go slow.
Yeah.
I mean, this is big.
Okay,
Oh, there's
a little
lights.
too far. Oh,
Don't
my
get
gosh.
blinded by
But you
the
get
lights.
the gist. I mean, you get the gist.
I mean, this place is packed. And this is only the front room. The back room has so much stuff that it'll blow your mind when you come here. Like this back room below the Salvage sign right here is just full of, you can see them, all the doors, all the old doors. And some of these doors have all the wrought iron in them.
Yeah.
I mean, this is stuff coming out of old churches and I mean,
you can't see it, but we're actually set up on a pulpit.
we are set up on a pulpit here
right now. So there's a little bit of everything in here.
There is. And custom stuff. They make homemade stuff. Look at that old tub. Can you see this old tub?
Yeah.
I just want to show
Your
it.
excitement is just getting away from you.
I know. Look at that. So it's an old wooden tub. So with that, everybody, I know we're not doing our normal show today. We're trying to bring you a little bit of our personality, which there is some.
But no, I mean, really what we wanted to do is thank all of our guests who've been on.
All of them.
And you know, some of the other favorite conversations that were out there, Breck Goyne from Hammer and Alana Money Garmin from Garmin Homes. What a fresh perspective. It's so nice to see the next generation really stepping up and really talking about what that client experience should all be about, and how they're addressing you know, the changing nature of how we want to live in our homes right now, because there's definitely a lot of change as we spend so much time in our homes. So
there really is a lot of, there's been a ton of change, but we're getting ready to get back out there. We're getting ready to do some stuff, and we're going to be bringing you more and more live interviews with everybody. And I also want to say, if you're watching and there's a veteran you'd like to give a shout out, put it up there. Put it up there on the screen, and we will give a shout out to, if there's a veteran serving and we want to give a thumbs up, because this is recorded. You can send it to them. If, you know, I'm not saying that we're that exciting, but, you know, some people find it that way. Hey, look who popped in this morning. Hey, Jerry, what's up, man? Isn't this a cool place? Everything is recycled in here, Jerry. I don't know how long you've been watching, but this is a really cool place.
And I've said it like 7 times already, but Jerry was another one of my favorite conversations. We had him on the show.
Yeah, Jerry McKay. Did I say it right that time?
Yeah, and so really, you know, some of my favorite taglines now I've adopted, and I hope it's not plagiarism. I give you credit every time I use the language, but what he's doing, no crane, no gain, make framing great again. So true, right? True. So true.
Very, 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 very true. Very true. Jerry, we do get some time off. That's called Sunday sometimes. You know, but with time off, we go from this to 3 kids. So, I mean, that's kind of, you know, how it kind of just always rolls. So
but no, it's great. It's
we're having fun.
Yeah, and if you missed it, we are out in Pittsburgh right now. And even though we're trying to socially distance, we are catching up with some family. And, you know, in this moment of gratitude, in this moment of thankfulness, we're so excited that folks have been welcoming us with open arms here in Pittsburgh. And we'll be broadcasting live from some other on-location spots this week.
Oh, tomorrow, praying everything works technology-wise. We're going to be at Salvage. We're going to be at Module with Brian Gaudio. That's going to be our live feed from their Black Street project. Wednesday, we're still working out Wednesday, but it looks like we might be at Synergy Steel possibly Wednesday. We're with Dennis from the HIA. So the Housing Alliance. So I got to get with them, but it looks like that's gonna be a lot of fun. This Blackstreet project's gonna be a lot of fun to see what Brian did for Module and filming live from there tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, and again, in Pittsburgh, there is so much happening. The conversations at Housing Innovation Alliance, they're here. We have Covestro here in Pittsburgh.
There is Covestro,
and obviously
that was a great interview too.
A ton of innovation happening there. So if you missed that interview, you can go on YouTube and check that out. I think that one's up on YouTube.
Yep.
Module, the Blackstreet project, like we talked about. So that'll be a ton of fun. We had Brian Gaudio on a couple of times actually, and talk about innovation and the partnerships that he's doing, right? He's partnered with IKEA, DuPont, Nichiha for his Latham House project. So there's some great collaborations happening out there in the industry, and it's really an opportunity for all of us to learn.
Yeah,
right?
It is. It is a very big opportunity for us to learn. That's what's fun about what we're doing is we're getting around to people's, manufacturing plants or their houses or their commercial sets and their building. And the whole idea is to bring this content to everybody that's trying to soak up what offsite construction is. And everything that we do is about moving the pendulum forward in offsite construction because it's the only way to go.
Yeah, and you know what? My other favorite conversation. I have
other than with me?
I know, right? Access Construction, Mod Logic. We had John Bongiorno and
Jim Gabriel.
Gabriel. We'll be seeing Jim this week.
Hopefully he's going to pop in. Oh gosh, where's our list? We have a list. We should pull it up because now everybody's gonna be like, well, they didn't remember my name. Pull up your list.
Oh my gosh.
We're just going to run down it real quick. If you want to hang out. I mean, there are so many.
My gosh, how could we forget? My mic. Von Buckley, Colby Swanson.
Etienne from Siga. He's the CEO.
So here's what I love about Etienne, right? He, number one, has an amazing mindset, is passionate about, repurpose, reuse, recycle. Siga, North America. There's no shortage of conversation with Etienne. He was on the Increasing Influence broadcast. He's a big believer in, social media and getting the message out. So very talented gentleman with a lot of potential. So
right. Very fun. Much so. Yeah, it really is. Hey, listen, look, Sue Abate put up, is that Josh? Josh. I think that's Josh when he was serving. Hey, Sue. Glad you joined us this morning. Check us out on LinkedIn as well, Sue. We that's where we really strive. But let's all right. First of all, if you want to honor somebody, put it up just like Sue did. We love it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. If you don't want to stick with us, that's fine too. We know it's Memorial Day and we're just running around at the mouth here, trying to honor all the guests that we had on for an expert interview. And of course, my brother, man, I got to promote my brother a little bit.
So, and I have to just give a shout out to Josh. Josh Vereb runs an amazing company based in New Jersey. Does all home automation and what does he even do? He's like, if you need something technology-wise in your house, you call Josh.
He is. He's the guy that hooks up your theaters. He hooks up your alarm system. I mean, he makes your home smart. He has a really great company out of New Jersey, but he covers the entire tri-state area. So if you're in need of that in New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, Josh Vereb is your man. Josh, put the name of your company up there. I'll flash that up too. You really are doing a great job. All right, let's do a quick rundown, Jen.
Oh my gosh. So, all right, Devin. No, we got to go back up to the top. How can you forget Laura Dwyer? We had
Laura, always Laura. What's up, Laura? I haven't seen you in a while. We need to have you back on the show, huh?
Yeah, we had Kirk Grundle.
We did have Kirk. Kirk was great too.
Dan Goldstein from GE. What amazing perspective.
Housing Innovation Alliance. That was after staycation.
From Dan Goldstein. So really enjoyed the conversation with him. And we talked about Brett Goyen and money. Everybody calls Alana Money Garmin money.
Yeah, right? She's kind of like the hottest thing. I'm seeing her all over everywhere. She's on every podcast, every news episode. Yeah. How about here?
I know.
Again, we had you once, but I'd love to have you on too.
She's just got such an amazing perspective. So that's super fun. Obviously, Tiffany McCall.
Tiffany McCall, definitely
Another
from the
favorite.
chair of the BSC, Building Systems Council.
With the NHB.
Always fun. I think Tiffany is on again this month or next. We have to look. She's going to do her updates to what's happening at the BSC, which is fun, and tell us about it. The summit's happening in Atlanta.
Yes.
So that's always fun.
Yeah. So right now the summit is scheduled for that last weekend in September, the 28th, 29th in Hotlanta. So that'll be a lot of fun during that time of year.
I don't know. I think everybody may think I'm crazy, but I am taking a note out of Rodney Hall. I just got to go somewhere.
Well, we can drive. We can drive to Atlanta. We can manage that.
Right.
Miles Biggs, every Thursday, increasing influence with Miles.
Ideas. Miles is a young guy. He's really got it pulled together. General manager of Ritz-Craft at one point, and everybody always asks him, how can such a young guy run a Ritz-Craft, with 3 factories and all that? And he's done an amazing job, but now he's with Mojo Active. He's the director of digital marketing. That's where his passion is. So love it with Miles. Who else we got?
So we talked about Jim Gabriel and John Bongiorno. Really great conversations. And another one of my favorites, Sarah Ann Logan. I mean,
Boston, we're coming up to see you too, by the way, one of these days soon.
And really shared with us everything, what's going on with parametric design, computer aided, everything, and computational design. And one thing that we asked Sarah when she was on was, if you're a traditional architect, right, designing into traditionally built structures, how do you get into this offsite world? How do you design for DFMA and everything else? And she had the perfect one-word answer, which is something we totally embrace and believe in, which is partner. Find somebody who's doing it, give them a call, reach out to them, ping them on LinkedIn, and just say, hey, I'm interested in learning more. It's definitely a very collaborative environment. So love that one-word answer from Sarah. We talked about Brian Iverson.
Yeah, Brian was just on. He was a ton of energy, of course. Who else? I mean,
Rodney Hall.
Hey, we can't forget the old cowboy hat. Tom Coronado. We had Tom Coronado on recently as well. I mean, there's just so many. We've been kind of really going the gamut, and we have so many coming up. We got Bruce Thompson coming up from Urbaneer. That's next week, I think.
For kicking off the month of June with Bruce, so that'll be fun from Urbaneer and everything that he's doing with ADUs. So another great conversation that's happening out there right now.
Tom Hardiman we've had on. We need to have Devin Perry on again. It's been a while since Devin's made an appearance, other than when we did our when did we we introduced the heat map. That's what it was. We introduced the heat map with all those, which was great.
And with the Housing Innovation Alliance, if you haven't checked it out yet, they have developed this unbelievable interactive tool. It's the offsite heat map. And essentially what you do is, if you're looking for a provider, any type of provider who specializes in offsite construction, this is where you go.
It is.
It's one-stop shopping, right?
Hear us now. One-stop shopping. Basically, the heat map. You want an offsite provider. You want a
certified framer.
Yeah, right? Certified framers, modular offsite SIPs, panelized, whatever it is. This is a data collection point.
Factories, right?
Factories
are on there.
That you can go to and check this out on the Housing Innovation Alliance website. If you actually type in Dave Cooper heat map and go to content on LinkedIn, it should take you to that whole video, which gives you, I don't know what the URLs for it.
It does.
Check that out. You want to get in, and you really want to be a part of that. If you're not on it, you need to be on it, because that's going to be the go-to source moving forward for sure.
Yeah. And that map is getting very crowded, which is really fun to watch.
It is getting crowded.
Yeah.
The site guys better watch out. We're coming, us off-site folks.
I know.
All right. Well, let's just give some shout outs here. Hey, Elizabeth Hunt said a shout out to my fiance, Michael Nelson, Corporal 11th MEU Marine veteran. Hoorah! Semper Fi. I was in the Army. My brother was in the Marines. We kind of butt heads on that a little bit, but we get along.
Listen, brave men and women who are out there doing this voluntarily.
Veterans can do that to each other, though. You know that.
Yeah, well.
We all get along, though.
We'll save that conversation for November. How about that?
So that's really cool. Thanks, Elizabeth Hunt, for putting that up and honoring a veteran. I love that. Thanks, Sue, for putting yours up and honoring a veteran. I love it. Really, really love it. All right, anybody else out there want to put it up? We're going to be live just for a few more minutes, and then we're going to get on with our Memorial Day. We're having a barbecue. Social distance, of course, at 4 p.m. That gives us some time. What are we going to do?
Oh, my gosh. Free time. I don't know.
We are, and it's beautiful here. I think it's gonna be like 80, 90 degrees in Pittsburgh. I don't know what it's like where you're at, but here it is hot.
Yeah, summer has definitely hit on this day anyway, here in Pittsburgh. And we are so thankful for the family who are hosting us. And it's great to see everybody. It's been a long time. It's been a really long time, you know, obviously since any of us have been able to get out, and you just cherish those moments even more, to be able to, you know, see these newborn twins, and just see the family. It's really a wonderful thing. So,
right.
Yeah.
No. So really appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Dana Castillo. Hey, Dana Fallon, what's up, man? Happy Memorial Day. Coopers, thank you for your service. Hey, what's up, Dana? If you're in Pittsburgh, we're in Pittsburgh. You should hook us up. I don't know where you're at this week, but we're here until Thursday.
They might be in Virginia Beach.
They might be down there celebrating or doing what they do, but
yeah.
I don't know. What else? Anybody else out there? We're on the final countdowns. We'll give you 2 more minutes. Who do you want to give some shout outs to?
Well, I do want to honor your grandfather at this moment. He did not, you know, he didn't die in service, but he was a World War II veteran, part of that greatest generation, came home with so many decorations, Purple Hearts, Bronze Stars.
Yeah, Guadalcanal. South Pacific.
You know, Mickey Schultes was a boxer while he was
He was a Golden Glove boxer. He used to train with Rocky Marciano, if you know those guys.
And what an amazing man, and he was so proud of you and Brian, and everybody else. You know, he really wore his colors to the very end.
He did. He taught me how to box, so don't mess with us.
Yeah, very proud of his service and his time in the military, and that was a very different time, right? World War II was a very, very different time.
Yeah, for sure.
So I honor the days that we spent with Mickey. And
Mickey
so,
Schultes.
yeah, and just to everybody out there, it's really a moment in time right now where we're all pivoting and we're all changing and we're all shifting gears. And when you reflect on those moments in history, it really helps you figure out what's important and where you want to go.
Yeah, 100%. And it's not just the veterans. Everybody has to understand it's also the spouses that lost and the children that lost. And I know it's Memorial Day and I'm a veteran and I get it greatly, but we also need to take care of those that are still with us and those that are struggling. There's, you know, and I think that's where we can all get involved. So I love it. Thank you for bringing up my grandfather.
Yeah. Great man.
As we would call, he was a true American badass. And I say that with pride. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So what else do we have here? So Virginia Beach, Dana's in Virginia Beach. Oh, Dana, hopefully you keep tuning in. We're live 6 days a week now, so you'll get your fill. So Mark said, have a blessed day with your family. Happy Memorial Day for all. The word holiday comes from Holy Day. Holy Day.
And you're so right, Mark. I mean, these are the moments that we really do realize how blessed we are for on so many levels, and have been so excited to have you on the show so many times, bringing your fresh perspective and your appreciation for all the good work that's being done out there, you know, between Passive House and the Wednesday socials. You know, you've created and you're part of a platform that is giving a voice to these amazing endeavors, this innovation that's happening. These are passionate people who are looking to build for us healthy, sustainable homes, right? Because a healthy home means healthy living. So, you know, it's a great opportunity to be partnered with you and learn more. So thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Anthony Good always tuned in again today. Happy Memorial Day, a day to honor and enjoy. Grateful every day. Grateful that you come on and join us, Anthony. Honestly, you're becoming somebody that I really enjoy watching and following, and you're making big strides. So thank you for that. Elizabeth Hunt, Dave, you're not. Oh, wow. Okay, thanks. I wasn't going to bring that up. My 9/11 interview was amazing.
Gosh,
you're an awesome
we're
dude.
Going down memory lane here.
No. Yes, I was at 9/11, and I was a rescue worker. Thank you for pointing that out. And there is an interview out there where I was part of a documentary. And you know what the thing is. One of the things about service that a lot of people don't understand, whether it's service, whether it was at the Trade Center, and I was there, I was a combat trauma medic, so I was there. And the bottom line is this, you know, your worst days can sometimes be some of your best memories. And I don't say that because we lost people. I say it because of there's positive that comes out of everything. And that's just one of the things I always say that to people. And I'm sure people are going to light me up right now. But I can remember some of my most miserable times in life. you know, with those people that I serve with ended up are some of my best memories because that's such a bond.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbreakable.
Yeah.
I mean, these are people who have vowed to die for you, and you have done the same for them. And when you get out of the service, I mean, I see it time and time again. When somebody calls or appears on the show, you've had some old buddies come up on the show.
I have, and I'm glad they haven't been throwing me under the bus.
I know, but they come out of the woodwork, and it's like you pick up where you left off. There's no lost time, even though so much time has passed. So this is the bonding. These are the moments that make it special, and that's why people do it, right?
It is. It is. So, well, hey, who would have known? You know, I just looking at the 9/11 interview that Elizabeth put up. It's kind of funny. Who would have thought that that was probably the start of my interviewing career?
Well,
I was being interviewed. I wasn't interviewing, but I never put two and two together. I guess it started that long ago. So, all right, everybody. I think that's it. You got some more, Jennifer? I think we should let everybody get back to their day. They're probably tired of hearing about us rambling, and I really want this to be about the veterans and Memorial Day, not about myself. So.
Yeah. So thank you to everybody out there, and
have a blessed day. Enjoy your day, Mark. Enjoy your day, Brian, Elizabeth, Dana, Sue. Who's all on here? Let's just one more shout out.
Anthony, Jerry.
Yep. If I missed anybody, I apologize. David Toolin. So you guys all get back to your day. Brian Iverson. You guys all have a great day. Don't drink too much. If you do, don't drive. You know the rules, and we'll see you soon. Right? We got to give them the old thumbs out. It's hard when I'm not at my computer. I got to get all my banners up.
Oh my gosh.
All right, everybody. Here's the outro. You ready for it? Do you remember which one it was, Jennifer?
I don't.
Is it that one or is it that one? I think it's this one. We'll see you.
Bye, everyone.
Finger. Have a great holiday. Or see you guys. Memorial Day.